Until Dawn is such a setup for a classic horror movie. We got teenagers in a cabin, a mysterious person outside. Yeah, you basically know what you're getting into. But to its credit, it's still an enticing and fun experience. So what do we got going on here? Well, a group of friends are invited to a getaway event in the mountains orchestrated by, just a little bit off, Josh. And of course, being stereotypical teenagers, they do exactly what you expect them to do.
No one wants in on your territory, honey.
Excuse me? Did you say something?
Oh, did you not hear me? Was your sluttiness too loud?
Listen, dude, look around you. Look at these beautiful mountains. Do you see any parents? I mean, can you imagine a more perfect, ripe scenario just dripping with erotic possibilities? You and Ashley alone at last.
So of course, naturally things don't go as the characters want them to, and all 8 of them are separated. What follows is multiple different storylines, finding clues, getting jump scared, and just trying to survive. Now, on the surface, it looks like you're playing a movie with not much control. And that's mostly true, but there are moments when you walk the characters around and interact with the environment. And QuickTime events play a part too. So always be on your guard. But the number one thing that really drives the narrative are your own choices. Throughout the game, you'll be given actions for what you want the players to do, and based on what you decide will be played out on screen. And this is the one thing that makes Until Dawn so enticing. The ability to choose the character's decisions brings so much replayability to the game. Like, let's say that you play the game and every character makes it to the end. Well, you can then restart the game and test out, you know, what would happen if this character died? Or this one? Judging by who lives and who dies, the game's story is changed. For example, let's say that you point the gun at Chris. Then later, Ashley will save Chris's life. But if you choose to point the gun at Ashley, then she will leave Chris outside to get his head ripped off. Stuff like that is mind-boggling because it makes you wonder just how many different outcomes does the game have. One thing that does stick out for me is how the story shifts in the middle. Now, I'm not going to give anything away, but the first act and part of the second act is completely different than what's being given to you in the third act. It's like if you were watching The Notebook and then halfway through it becomes Aliens. It's just a shift. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but it does make you wonder what the thought process was. Were 2 different stories just put together? And the inclusion of Dr. Hill at the end of each chapter is so cerebral. The decisions you make with him will subtly impact something in the game when you return to it. It also makes you question his purpose in all of this. Is everything happening at the same time? Is it after the fact? Or is he not even real at all?
Oh, once again, I'm afraid we're out of time. We'll talk again soon.
Now there's one more thing to bring up. The motion capture and the character modeling is spot on. I mean, sure, it has a sense of uncanny valley, but look at Josh here. Okay, now look at the actor Rami Malek. What? He looks identical! If I were to walk up to him on the street, I would immediately say, "You're from Until Dawn," not realizing that the person I'm referring to is a CGI character. That's how good the models look in this game. I mean, granted, in 15 years when the PlayStation 7 is out, we're going to look back and think these graphics suck. But man, 2015, you made some high-class art. So all in all, I had a blast playing this game. It's fun, it's engaging, and it really gets you excited to see what's going to happen next. I recommend getting a bunch of friends together and playing as a group, because it really makes it interesting with everyone chiming in on the decisions they think should be made. And if you make the correct choices, hopefully you can get everyone to survive. Until Dawn.